Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11. Who you gonna call right now? 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Who you gonna call right now?
There she is. There she is. There she is. 11. Uh-oh. Can't do it. Get in trouble. What's going on, everybody? It is Thursday, June 3rd. It was 11 while we were dancing. I'm here with Shauna Rader. See where Shauna is? She's at the pier.
Dr. Rader's office.
We're at Dr. Rader's office. Decided to stay an extra night, hang out with these cats. I know. How much fun do we have? I love them. I love them so much. And I know I could be moving my camera. I don't even know if we're on. Let me just make sure. So I could be just having fun with Shauna, which is fine. Because that's all that really needs to happen. Because that's what's going on. That's what time it is. The church of what's happening now is, did you see my, isn't that funny?
It's funny.
It's really funny, right? I think it's funny. Oh, 4 comments, 9 people. Mark Rosenthal, Vinny, John. Hi, John. Oh, hi, Mark. How are you? Hey, Mama Grace. Mama Grace is in the house.
Mama Grace.
Somebody wished you a happy, Cash Killing and his wife wished you, what did they say today about Mama Grace? They said, where did it go? She said, Jenna, tell your mother to have a big, bad, happy birthday. Peace and blessings. A big, bad, happy birthday to you, Mama Grace. Yep, I got my Seattle Seahawks shirt on because I'm on vacay. Where did I go today? I went to Tamales Bay today. Like, I felt like I was on vacation. I started out at a cafe. I walked down the street. Like, people go, oh, I walked down the street to a cafe. And then I get picked up. And next thing I know, I'm in Tamales Bay.
In a Tesla. She knows how to do it.
It just sort of happened. But let me make it so. What'd you do today, Shauna?
Worked.
Work and work.
I'm a working girl.
And what do you do?
And then I made dinner.
What do you do?
I'm an admin assistant and registrar at a school.
You're an admin assistant. But you're like you work right underneath the principal and the vice principal.
Yeah.
So you basically run the school.
I'm the hub, and I just keep all the cogs moving. Yeah, I run all the things.
She's also an incredible. Those cookies, you guys.
Oh, they came out okay.
I gotta show them.
They came
Bomb
out okay.
shit cookies. They're like
good.
eating a meal.
They are.
With syrup and olive oil, and oh my God, are they good cookies. Goodness gracious me, oh my, I'll take the recipe and you're all gonna want it. I need to post the recipe.
That's because they have Jenna loving them.
They are so good. Hey, Suzanne. Assisting like a boss. That's what they say about you. Hey, Melanie, check these cookies. You guys, they're gorgeous. Look at that cookie. Look at that cookie. Olive oil.
Perfect.
Maple syrup.
Ground
up oats.
Ground almonds.
A little
bit of a couple hemp seeds because we decided that would be good.
Cinnamon and no coconut. They're perfect.
Yeah.
But if you put
salt.
Oh, salt. And then we were eating one tonight and Shauna got a salt bomb.
I loved it. A little salt bomb.
So Andy, Dr. Rada's relaxing tonight.
Yeah.
I need to Blanche is going to do a show from the ranch. Blanche Ranch. Bill Winnaker's here. Rob Morocco. You want one? Yeah. Everybody wants a cookie.
They were good.
I
thought I blew it. I thought I overcooked
Hi,
them.
Dr. Rader. We're in your office.
They were going to be hard and stiff and
sorry,
dry,
Dr. Rader. We're in
but
your
they're
office.
not. They're super moist and chewy, and they're like you could have them for breakfast. Yeah, that's my kind of breakfast with some tea.
And then one for lunch.
Yeah. And then you have to have one.
Then you have to have one for dessert. It's all good.
Yeah, and then it's somebody's asking for one. How do you ask?
Please.
Magic word.
Dr. Rader wants a
I'm
cookie.
going to be really nice. I'm going to give him the broken cookie.
That's
Here.
fine.
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, now we only have 4.
You're so good. But I'm going to get the recipe, and I will post the recipe on the show.
We did it last night. Was
No,
it?
we didn't. Well, I mean,
a little
like
more
in
than
paper.
a cup and a little more than a cup, and
So you're
Where's
cooking
Carol?
corn.
Where's Carol?
Carol. So tonight is Conversations with the Creatives. That's why we
Hi,
have
kids. We're here.
Shauna on. She's a creative. She's so creative. You guys, did you saw the garden today, right?
Oh, you took them in the garden?
Fabulous garden.
Oh.
Fabulous garden.
It's called self-care garden. Low maintenance.
But I tonight. Okay, so let me just go over really quick. I'm just sending a message. Tomorrow morning, Armando Ortega will be with me somewhere. Tomorrow night, display and share. If you feel like coming on. Saturday morning, Jeff Metzger. One more Saturday morning. Saturday night, one more Saturday night, Gary Lambert. Sunday morning, I will be at the ranch. No, I won't. I forgot. Saturday night, I'm going to be somewhere, and Sunday morning, it's the tub. It's the tub show. From the Tallman, I will be in the tub. Anybody else wants to get in on the Zoom?
The hotel tub.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Fancy.
It's really fancy.
The life she leads.
Tesla's tubs. Boom! Tesla's tubs and Tamales Bay, baby.
Cookies and cocktails.
That's next Wednesday night. Cookies and cocktails. Sunday night, live from the Blue Wing. Monday morning, meandering. Monday night, meditation. Tuesday morning, chill. Tuesday night, Dr. Andrew Rada. Wednesday morning, cooking, making and baking with Patty. Wednesday night.
Moi?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta think of something.
Cookies and cocktails.
What do you guys want to learn? Do you want like vegan sauces? Oh, I did think of something. I make this really good. I didn't make it up though, but it's really good. It's I call it the nut seed bread, but it's actually has a title, something like the better than bread, or I don't know, the best. It's all gluten free and it's all nuts and seeds and
Oh, I like how we used to make that sprouted, like the sprouted thing.
kind of, and it's really good. And then you bake
A
it.
scene bread.
Well, that's really sprouted. That's sprouted buckwheat or something, or sprouted wheat.
Rye. You could
Sprouted
sprout.
No, this is like got, I don't know, like 10 ingredients, but it's really good.
And then that's Wednesday night. And then Thursday morning is kind of chill on the ranch with Blanche. And then Thursday night, maybe Blanche again.
Wait a minute. Thursday morning, Blanche is going to be on the ranch. I work. I can't watch Blanche.
You can watch Blanche that night.
Yeah.
And then Blue Coast Record stuff is happening. But tonight is Thursday night, Conversations with the Creatives. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here right now to see Carol, because you already know, if you're not, you're about to get your mind blown.
Oh, where'd the music go?
I like to do a little teaser intro. Carol, Rob Morocco. Hi, Rob.
I'm not the creative one whatsoever, so, but
Yes,
I'll
you
flip each of those.
You're the reason. You're the reason we're here, because you messaged me one night during display and share, and he says, "Do you mind if my wife's not here right now, but do you mind if I show some of her paintings?" And I'm like, "Sure, yeah," because a friend of mine just showed a vase, and I just showed a doll, and then he shows these paintings that like freaking blew our minds. So,
That's it. But
how are you feeling?
kind of groggy-ish, beat up. They said that when you they knew that when you mixed the vaccine, so AstraZeneca to start, which didn't even touch me, it was like it was okay. But the scientists in Canada and some of the big guys have said when you mix the two, expect more severe reactions, right? Like much more. So right now I'm just more like if I didn't sleep and just miserable and angry kind of feeling, but not. I don't have any of the crazy symptoms, but they said it will be significantly more for most people that switch, and they want people to do that because of the clots and all the stuff that AstraZeneca,
Oh, so
has.
they don't want to do that. They're like limiting the AstraZeneca. Like it's
They are actually. It expired. Most of the AstraZeneca in Canada expired last week, and then the Canadian government said we're going to let it go another month, like past the bottle expiry, and so that kind of made my decision that I'm going to go with. It was Moderna actually versus Pfizer. They gave me a choice, and I took Moderna. Apparently, they're the same, but one is reconstituted a little bit by the pharmacies and the people that give it out here, where Moderna comes ready to go. And so, but yeah, I'm one who I rarely get a flu or rarely get anything. And this one, yeah, my appetite is still
well,
there, which is
but you seem like you're okay because people I know that have had major symptoms with the second shot, like I've talked to people that said their toenails hurt.
okay. My toenails don't hurt,
I think you're
but
doing okay.
oh, for sure, yeah. Carol, on the other hand, like every shot she gets, she's like out for a day or two, right? But for me, it's I don't know. Maybe I don't have any immunity, and that's why it doesn't fight anything. So she's over there, but I'll flip to her because she's also she's the one that's creative. I'm
But
just
I wanted you to make sure
yeah.
that you met Shauna. This is Dr. Rader's wife, Shauna
Hi.
Rader.
Yes, you know what? I've seen her
Yeah, I
not lurking, but hiding in the background for 7 months. I've been watching on the couch, and I'm like, "Who's that lady? She's the shyest lady in the world." But then after yesterday, she needs to be on a regular time. So she needs to get Dr. Rader stepped aside on some Tuesdays. So
She's going to be on Wednesdays.
there you go.
awesome. I'm purple.
At least a Wednesday, at least once a month. But if not any Wednesday you want to do it, I will. It'll be either wine and community, or cookies and cocktails with Shauna.
I can wine.
You can wine with me. Blanche and Shauna are going to hang out. You gotta get your cousin.
I gotta get my cousin Shauna.
Her other
Shauna.
cousins.
Yeah.
So are we going to see some magic tonight?
Yes.
Yes, we are. So I'm going to flip the screen over. I know my handsome face is just thrilling people right now, but I get mistaken for Brad Pitt.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling something, but I'm
Yes.
glad you're sitting upright. That's cool.
Oh, for sure. I'd be all over the place doing everything. It's just that you just feel like a little worn down, but that's 25, 30 hours after, right? So yeah, we'll see. But they said expect 2 or 3 days of craziness is what they said. So it's going to be, they said it's a lot more than getting the same one of any vaccine. They expect. And Carol, no, she does not have COVID. She just coughs all the time. There's pollen everywhere. Everything is yellow in our yard, so. But
yes, Andy definitely lucked out in the wife department.
Aww.
we're lucky.
So did Morocco.
Yeah, I couldn't hypnotize mine though to like me though. It was very difficult.
So you slept well, huh?
I did, thank you. Yeah, Andy's got, and I got to talk to him about some other things too. I think I'm gonna have to do one of these long distance things because I have had psoriasis, and they were talking about acupuncture for some of the itchiness. Now I only get it once on a blue moon, and because of the shot, they popped up very itchy. So yeah, it was really cool to see. Google medicaldoctor.com, which is crazy, but it did say that acupuncture for psoriasis pain worked very well because they impact the nerves that create the itching. Yeah. So, all right. Without further ado, my mug will disappear here, and my much prettier half will come on. And look at she's wearing Jenna's eyeball is covered with your hair.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
It's a Jenna
Wow! Hi! Oh my goodness! Look at that shirt. It does look cool in white, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Stand up so we can see. Yeah, okay, she's the same height as sitting down, but that's okay.
Sit down.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
No.
How tall are we? The same 5'2"? Or you're 5'2"?
Oh, I'm 5'1".
5'1".
I used to be 5'2".
Just underneath.
You're taller than me.
Sean is 5'1". I'm still a little bit taller, but I was with an 11-year-old the other day, and she's like 2 inches taller than I
I
am.
still say 5'2", but I know I'm not.
Oh my God.
Wrong.
Shauna, Carol, Shauna.
Hi, Carol.
I enjoyed the show.
Thank you. Oh, that was a
I'm
beautiful.
gonna do this thing so now you can see.
Okay, turn it back.
That
I don't
looks
wanna
really
see my-
cool. You know,
Yeah, I
I'm
like
not.
it.
I'm really not going to wear one, but
No?
you know, I think it'll be weird.
You should get one that just has your little 1111 logo
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, with
on
Lily and Pearl.
the
somewhere.
corner or something.
Yeah. So just
Well,
to
I
give you
want to get one with Lily and Pearl.
Did you want her done like this?
I think so, like the ones that you did. One of those.
yeah, so let's grab those and get. So what's up on the shirt, Jenna, is that I've talked to a larger international company that will ship and print the shirts. So I'm just waiting for them to get me back some of the infos and stuff, so then we can get it posted to your site and stuff like that, as to the types of shirt and, you know, from a cost standpoint and all that. So just waiting. I've got the local guys here that do a really good job, but I do know that shipping from Canada to the States is still a little bit pricey. And that gets up there where these guys can ship from any location, right? So
Maybe if we send the artwork but we won't know maybe if we find a place in the States though, would that be better?
yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's basically, this company is kind of, it's one of those like print.com companies that, you know, send and work anywhere. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get, to make it the easiest. So the ability to ship simply and still have it a better price, because it actually costs more to ship from Canada than it does for the shirt, which is crazy.
Yeah. We're not
Yeah.
going to do that. Cool.
Okay.
Well, so what have you been working on, Carol?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, he's gonna
Bob Morocco.
show
Yeah, I
you.
know. I'm not good at the camera stuff, but okay. So
Can we see that painting right behind you? Just for the heck of it.
That one?
what's this one, Carol, again? I think
They're honey hunters from Nepal.
They're honey hunters.
Honey hunters from Nepal.
Interesting.
They hunt? Can you? I don't know anything about that.
They're nomadic tribe. There's not very many of them left, and they travel through the bush and stuff and find, like, sometimes 70, 80 feet up high up in the trees, there'll be really large beehives.
I gotta say go here. There
No,
you go.
I don't want to be on camera. And
Okay.
so no.
Because
So the men,
there
they
we go.
take little bundles of sticks that are smoking in their mouths, and they climb up 70, 80 feet up into the trees, and they use the smoke to smoke the bees, and then they cut the giant cones of honey and lower them down, and they sell it for a little bit of rupees, and they use that to buy fishing hooks and like small supplies, and they just travel around, and that's how they live and make their way through life. But they're on the verge of becoming extinct.
Honey bunchers.
Honey hunters.
Yeah.
Honey hunters.
And so, do you remember the one that the one painting she did with the two girls looking to the heavens kind of thing?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah,
Those are, go ahead.
so those are girls looking up at the men up in the trees gathering the honey up above.
And they're like 80 feet up. you
Yeah.
know, Really ridiculous.
And sometimes they go up cliffs. There'll be honey beehives hanging in cliffs, and they'll go scale these crazy cliffs.
And are they barefoot when they're
Um,
in the tree, when they're climbing in the
yeah.
tree? Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have like any netting or anything covering them. They just have these bundles of smoking sticks and reeds in their mouths as they're climbing up.
No
And that's
REI
it.
available there. Wow. How incredible. And those are the children?
Yeah, that's the father and his son.
So you'll see is a bit there. This one you did 20 years ago, I think, right?
Yeah, that was I did.
Yeah, 2001. I
Yeah,
think.
I did that before I did the one of the 2 girls.
Yeah.
That was my
And-
first attempt on people.
This might be asking too personal of a question as far as I know you sell them and then you use the money to, I don't want to quote, I'm not trying to quote, but you use the money to build schools.
Schools or might be like cooperatives for like a large group of people in a community. Like I built a school and a pig cooperative for the community that the school was in. And then when I sell prints and stuff, the money from the prints is usually donated to local charities.
Yeah. Like a lot of your prints went to Ecuador as well,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so, yeah, her originals are usually sold prior to her completion type thing, or very close to it, and they can go for it's some large sum. So it does absolutely help. So like I say, it costs us a fair bit of money for her to paint. Like her crazy assortment of brushes and things.
I know how much those tubes of paint cost.
Yeah. and not a dime, and I can say that on whatever you want me to swear on, but not a single penny has come back in any way, shape, or form from the painting to pay off anything. So she wanted to make sure everything gets donated from a funding standpoint.
You guys are so cool.
Wow, she's cool.
It might be different if we needed the money,
Yeah.
but we don't. So I just can't
Yeah.
justify keeping.
And money, it's never enough, right? So when it's not enough, it's not enough. And it's not that we're, swimming in money. It's just
No,
the priorities
have
change.
a comfortable life and we don't need any more.
That's beautiful. That's
Although I could have
you
probably
make the
retired
world
20 years ago.
make the world so much better.
Carol's laughing because I said I probably could have retired 20 years ago and instead of slaving for, the corporation.
Instead of buying paintbrushes.
Man.
What are you drinking, Carol?
Hot water with cran raspberry juice in it.
Nice. Yeah.
It's my staple.
Is that one of those ceramic or like an
No.
insulated?
It's plastic. Steph got them for me from Starbucks.
So it's
It says Merry Coffee. She got it for me for Christmas.
so we have everything from every kind of straw. Like it's tough to use the stuff that they use, but like wooden spoons to whatever,
It's environmentally better.
it is. Yep.
Bill Winokur says Carol and Rob are amazing human beings. Yes, you are.
We lost them all.
Dora, Andy, and Sean. I have amazing people in my life. I have amazing people in my life.
Well,
I'm
you're a good
grateful
person.
for every single one of you guys.
Right.
You're a good person, so you attract good people.
That's it. Karma can be good, right? So
I'm taking it. I'm taking it, and then we pass it on. Take some, pass it on. What? Take one, pass it on.
Yep.
Yeah.
To the left, to the right. And all right. So is it Steph's birthday on the 5th?
Yes, it is.
Wow. And she's going to be 25?
She'll be 25.
it's just frightening. So
Yeah, it's hard to believe that she's going to be 25, but
Wow.
she is. So
And not, again, more personal questions. When are you going to get also the Moderna or the Pfizer? Will you do the mix? Obviously.
yeah, I'm going to get the same thing that he had.
which is
Moderna.
11th, so June 11th. So Canada quickly, they're rushing like crazy trying to get people vaccinated because we've got a lot coming in. So it's, it's moving very fast compared to, we're still only 5 or 6% double vaccinated, which is not good for a country, but we're in near 60% for the first vaccine. So a lot better than it was 3-4 weeks ago.
I could have got my second dose sooner, but I got my second dose of shingles vaccine, so I have to wait.
Right.
14
Just
days.
last week, right?
Yeah. So you have to wait 14 days after the shingles vaccine, or if I had not gone and got it, I'd have had to wait 28 days after the COVID vaccine, and I could have missed the window for my second shot. So I had to go and get the shingles one first.
And you had him over there. Carl Hess said when he gets a t-shirt, he's going to wear it at every show. Ah, I'm blown away at that. I tell people, they go, "You're still doing your show?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, now that everything's closed or opening up, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go wherever I go and we'll do it. And if nobody's there, then I'll just talk to myself for a while and then
Maybe
I'll
someone will show up.
I'll keep rolling. I'll
Yeah.
totally keep rolling. So
Might
you're
as well.
giving, Steph knows about this painting.
Oh yeah, yeah. She comes every day and checks it out, and she's pretty excited. She can't
Do you
wait
know
for
where
it.
she's going to put it? Where she's going to hang
Yeah.
it?
She's going to be taking it to her boyfriend's house, and he's got a great big empty wall behind his sofa, and that's where it's going to go.
And he's a fan of anime as well, so
Yeah,
but a real nice guy. So
yeah.
perfect.
And-
So yeah, go ahead.
And Steph made a video the other day
Yes, she did.
on
You know,
TikTok or Twitch?
TikTok,
TikTok.
and she's got over 30,000 views.
What's the video on?
It's crazy.
I need to hire this girl. TikTok.
Where
I
is
know,
she?
and all it is her putting her anime books into a bookshelf.
With her beautiful hands and her nails, and she's like all
Yeah, she's showing the books. and-
it's like 8,000 likes. I think.
Yeah, 8,000 likes and tons of comments, and all really good comments. And so, yeah.
So with this painting, Carol, as she's been painting it, Steph's taking little pictures of it. So it's going to be created as a TikTok
one
video.
of those fast.
Yeah.
Upload it.
Oh, far out.
And then we'll see what that one does. So for
Yeah,
her.
yeah. So
30,000?
30,000, over 30,000, almost
put it-
31.
On
And that
TikTok,
was like 4 days ago.
Yeah,
she has how many followers on TikTok? Like 100 and
she's got like almost getting close to 200.
Yeah.
She's only posted twice now.
so and so this is like not someone who has thousands of followers. She just has this tiny followers. She threw this video on and it's like exploded in no time. So you can
Yeah.
imagine. And of course, there's many people wanting to follow her now because of it. So, but yeah, she does it just because she likes anime. That's all.
Yeah,
Wow,
she loves it.
she's really cool. Tell her hello. What? Maybe I'll see her on her birthday. Is she
Yeah,
going to be with you?
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
plan a meet.
Okay.
Let's
So
do
you
it.
want me to
So-
swing you to the picture?
Let's see it.
Okay. And there's another little side thing that Carol's going to show on it when she gets to it. So, but anyway, you go to your picture.
Wow. Hold on, I'm gonna put it on to speaker. So just a moment.
Oh, is it better this way or does it make a difference?
That way.
That way.
Okay.
Oh, is this the anime?
That's that much easier for me not to hold sideways.
Yeah.
So that's the anime picture. There's Carol's. But so you've added tons of colors, I guess.
Yeah, lots of pinks and mauves and grays, and his eyes are red now.
Oh yeah, they sure are.
There's just a little spot right there that I'm waiting to dry just to add a few final touches to, and then I can get rid of my grid lines and let it dry really good. Take it to the framer and they'll restretch it to the actual size of the painting.
It's a large painting.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And you're tiny, but it's a large painting.
I don't even know what size it is.
Oh, it's
so
probably 2.5 by 3.5, something like
yeah,
that, 4 feet.
something like that.
So once it's framed, it's a bit bigger, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, all of this white space will be gone, like this little bit here, and along there.
and the
And
weird
then I'll get it framed.
the weird thing is, like, for me, I'd look at that, go, oh, you painted a cartoon thing. But everybody that knows about this is like, oh my God, it's Hitachi or this, you
Yeah,
know.
they recognize right away. who he
Everybody
is.
under a certain age is like, oh my God, you know, like,
Yeah,
so.
even an older fellow that you knew.
Yeah, and I've got a friend who's in the US, Cincinnati, and he's in a not quasi bike gang, but you know, one of those wannabe bike. So he's a tough Harley guy with all that stuff. And he goes, "Oh my God, you know, it's Hitachi," you know, when he saw it.
And what's his name? I'm sorry.
Itachi.
Hitachi, like Hitachi without the H,
Itachi.
eh?
Itachi. Itachi.
Itachi. Yeah.
Wow. And do you know how many hours you have put into this incredible?
Yeah, quite a few actually. I don't know. Did I work on it for a month now?
Yeah, this
Little
is
less
probably
than-
your
yeah.
fastest painting ever.
Yeah, this is probably the
Look
fastest
at those eyes. They follow you.
ever done. But I work on it at least, I'd say, minimum 6 to 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday. There's been a few times I've had to take a few days off to let the paint dry, because if it's too wet and I go to put another layer on, I can pull up the layer underneath off because of the style of painting that I do. Other people who paint really thick and heavy wouldn't have that issue, but with the style that I paint, it can be an issue. So.
Yeah, and believe me, like her brush collection here,
They're my babies.
if I take one of them, she'll be like screaming at me within an hour. What happened to my, you know, whatever, you know, blah 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 brush, right? So
Do you know them by their size, by the,
By the
like-
size, by the
you name them? Do
no,
they-
I don't name them, but certain brushes have certain uses. Like this brush at one time used to be,
Oh, wow.
but because of the way I paint, I wore it right down. So I'll use a brush like this that's kind of wore down to really put the paint into the canvas so that there's no little white spots or empty spaces showing through. So yeah, I have different brushes for different uses. I have really nice sable ones that I use to do really soft blending, like they're very, very soft. You could actually use it to put makeup on.
poor little sables, they gave up
I
their.
know.
I've had
That's why
little
I don't use
eyelashes.
it much.
Well, no, I think the sables go for a haircut and they just keep the hair, right? And then we're good.
And
Yeah,
there's
Calm yourself that, Rob.
certain brushes that I don't like this green one, that it's very stiff, and I don't like stiff.
Where's your tiniest one that I wanted to steal, but you
Oh,
wouldn't
the
let
one you
me?
wanted to steal, this one.
That's just so ridiculously.
Let's see it. Can we see?
Up, 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 up,
Let
up.
me see it.
Back up, back up. There we go.
Put your finger back.
Put your finger in. Oh, wow. Yeah.
My
It's a
cousin
pencil.
Vicky is a painter and she does photorealistic painting.
Oh, she would use these kind.
She would use that. But before those were even made, she would make her own with like 3 bristles.
Yeah.
She would do a lot of Miss Americas and stuff pre-Photoshop.
Oh wow.
She
Oh,
would do
nice.
the, touch up, retouch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her dad taught her how to be a retoucher, and she would sit there with like one hair
Oh, God.
and
Yeah.
draw eyelashes on Miss America or Playboy bunnies and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So
you,
incredible.
do you want to show like the setup? Like, so Carol came up with another idea, and I won't show you right yet with these paintings. So I'll just distract you while she sets it up. Zoe, come here.
Zoe.
Come on, Zoe.
Oh, that is
Oh,
cool.
man. What is cool?
Oh, yeah, I probably gave some away.
Hi, Zoe girl. Hi, Zoe girl. You're a pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. She knows pretty girl, huh?
Oh yeah, she owns us. So here's what Carol did. She came up with an idea. So it's going to be to help, just kind of give an idea to the painting. So she painted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So crows, like from a different size, because this guy's about crows in this anime thing, right? So,
Yeah.
and they'll be, they're kind of varying heights and how they're going to be framed, but same thing. Not understanding all the stuff like the little splatters. It might
It's just
confuse me.
artistic.
Mickey thinks it's like a shotgun blast, but she throws some artistic stuff. But yeah, she's hitting me behind the scene. But anyway,
I blocked in the feathers in pink in case if I didn't like them, it would be much easier to paint over with white than if I had blocked them in a dark color.
Wow.
So they're going to, on here you can see I started to darken it up, but it's too wet. I have to let it dry.
what are you doing in here?
Hi, Zoe girl.
Yeah,
She looks like she's getting picked up.
I know.
Yeah, she's like, okay, is there attention? So yeah, that's kind
No,
of
I mean, she looked like she was getting picked up by the crow.
Oh. No, we have ravens that come in our yard, and the second she sees them, they're using the bird bath as a washing device, and crows and the raven in the morning, but they put food in there. There's like bagels and bread to soften it, and then they bring it to their nest somewhere around here for their little ones. But
Except today it was like there was a murder in our backyard. I
a
was
little
so
bird you found.
disgusted. I went out because I saw something sitting on the railing of the deck. So I went out to see what it was. It was a little bird's wing and there was blood all over. And then I looked into the bird bath and his half-eaten body was floating in there in blood, and there was blood all over the railing of
Who
his
would kill him? Another bird?
A crow, or
crow.
it could have been leftovers from something that didn't go right. But yeah, it's become his station. Every 20 minutes, he's there with, anything to dip in the water
to
from.
soften it up to feed their babies.
Yeah, and so we're not stopping it. But normally I would have put a little sign like "Get out," like I do with the ants, right? When you saw those milk crates, Carol's
Right.
like, he's killing the ants. I have little signs that say, "Please leave that way. Go."
So Canadian. That's so nice. Get out. Please leave.
Yeah.
Kindly exit the yard.
Yeah, please get out of our yard. So
we're only letting this crow hang around now because I know it's feeding babies and the babies have to eat. So
Yeah.
that's just disgusting.
Ravens name each other. Like they know each other's names.
extremely intelligent
Yeah,
beyond
same
belief.
with crows.
The crows are pretty good here. They're pretty big crows, but the ravens they used to scare me, but just, they're croaking, but actually they're extremely intelligent. So
Do they scare you like Blanche?
yeah. It's like, oh my God.
Blanche on the ranch. I'm not even sure how that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Blanche will be on the ranch. How
It's too bad. If my daughter had her Hannah Montana wig from 6 years ago, I had put it on, and I was like you don't watch Star Trek, but I was like the Wrath of Khan, or the coffee guy, and from Fantasy Island, Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, yeah.
Had this giant long hair. I was like that guy. I was so cool with that wig on. So,
No, you weren't.
yeah.
You got to be cool.
So when you're done with this, Carol.
Yeah.
What's the frame going to look like? What is there a color to the frame? Is it?
It's black. It's just a really simple. It's called a shadow box frame, to where the painting will look like it's kind of like floating in it, and it's just a thin black frame that goes around it.
Yeah. It's usually, is it museum or?
Yeah, you'll see it a lot in galleries and stuff because it goes with any kind of piece of art, and it can go in most homes or decors. So it'll match these paintings really, really well.
Absolutely, yeah. Black.
And when you're done with that, what's the next painting?
Well, I'll be finishing my little guy that's been relegated down.
Yeah,
below
she's
there.
got this
nice.
Ecuadorian little kid waiting.
Yeah.
to get completed. So it looks like he's smoking a cigarette, but that's
It's a yellow straw.
a yellow straw. So whenever we're there, like during the times when we're doing the medical clinics, Carol will go out and spend weeks and weeks getting tons and tons of little inexpensive toys and little things and stuff. So the kids are just, loving it when they're there. So
Yeah.
while they get their ears checked, they're more interested in getting a little tiny toy. So
Is it a particular clinic that you create?
It's a community that we go to with a doctor friend of ours. A group of us go, and the large community has a hospital there, and the doctors, they set up remote clinics that then we will go to each day to a different remote area, and it's usually at a school, and everybody from that area will then come, because the doctor that we go with, he's an ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so they have a lot of problems with people being deaf. So we do tests, hearing tests and stuff, and provide free hearing aids that will be sent back. And then the doctors there, they go out to the patients and help them to
Adjust them for the.
yeah, and work with them with that. So a lot of these people that come to the clinic, when we go, they've waited like a year to see Dr. John, because he's a ear, nose, and throat specialist. So patients that need to see an ear, nose, and throat specialist,
or surgeon,
yeah, they wait until we go up each year.
So some of these, like where the main little town is, it's just, it's, let's say, probably an hour and a half out of Quito where we stay, but we'll travel hours up in the, 13, 14,000 foot levels in the Andes to these remote towns. And they'll have been waiting there. They've walked miles and miles and miles, and they'll have been waiting there all day to get, looked at in, 10, 12 hours. Nobody complains.
Yeah.
They're all peaceful and happy. So.
And they all come dressed in their best clothes. Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's quite the thing to experience and be
Well,
a part of.
I'd like to also experience that with you, and I know I could get some other fundraising around that to make more happen. So
and the
right.
The organization that we go with, we don't just do medical clinics. We also we fundraise to build clean water projects. They built an orphanage. We built for the one school new classrooms, also a brand new kitchen to where every day the kids get 2 hot meals every day because of that kitchen.
And in the orphanage, or
no?
Okay. At that one,
by Cayambe. And nice, clean, functioning bathrooms. But the water projects are something that we've been really working on lately, because there's some areas like, you'll be up 12,000 feet and these people have no access to clean, potable drinking water. So they have been really working towards getting good, clean drinking water, because it's really sad when you go to one village and you spend the day deworming kids because they don't have safe, clean drinking water. And then you get to the next day travel and see a water project that we put in, and you don't have to deworm any of the kids in that community. Like, it's drinking water is a very important aspect of what we do. Also, in some really remote areas, helped to build an orphanage. And the orphanage, the majority of kids there have special needs. So parents in the area that have kids that they don't know, how to help them or to take care of them properly, they'll actually come and leave their kids at that orphanage to be cared for.
Really?
Yeah. And there's kids that they've picked up that have been just left on the side of the road can't walk, can't do anything. They take them to the orphanage and take care of them there.
And very happy orphanage too. Like,
It's a beautiful orphanage, like just really well taken care of. The kids are well taken care of. The community actually comes there and they volunteer their time to take care of these kids, cook for them, clean, and they have like almost like shifts that they work on, to where certain ones will come on a certain day for a certain number of hours and then they're replaced by somebody else. It's it's really it's really sad when you see and experience things like that, and then you come back here and you have such an abundance of everything. So that's like, do I need the money for my paintings?
Right.
No,
Right.
I don't. But
Mhm.
somebody else could use that little bit of help that they might be able to provide. So
Incredible.
yeah.
This world is upside down.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Upside
yes.
down.
When you travel to some really poor areas and you see how people are just, trying to get by day, it's
Especially like the
pretty
remote
sobering.
parts of Africa where you were as well. Because, I mean, just young kids taking care of tiny kids because their parents have died of AIDS or
yeah,
whatever. It's heartbreaking. Little mud huts type thing living in there. So it's tough. So
yeah.
Well,
So, you do what you do, the best that you can do, and that's all that we can do.
and you're doing it. You
Um,
do a lot of bests.
Wish it could be a lot more, but
Well, through, we're all putting out sparks everywhere. So
yeah.
all kinds of things comes back, I believe.
Well, if you travel to Rwanda with us, you'll get to see some of the poorest people you've ever come across in your life.
but very happy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like in Cuba, the people there's, I mean,
Yes.
I've been to Guatemala and have seen, and I lived in Mexico and I've seen really poor, really happy, beautiful families. But
Yeah. It's
well, that's part of the plan. So get everything happening, and so that we can all get moving on to the next project.
get that
Right.
second shot.
Yeah, you get your second shot and they open up a little bit, and then it's Rwanda. And then when we're done with Ecuador, you'd be great, because you know what? It's all music, like especially in Quito and the areas.
Oh, I've
Man, if
always
you go,
wanted to go, right.
Senorita Mammina is a singer here. You'll be like middle of the huge festa there and
Oh,
going
'cause
at it.
they always bring the little kids out to sing and dance and have like
Oh,
a
it's well.
celebration. And
Will we be able to do 11:11 in these places?
Absolutely.
There's Wi-Fi.
In the remote ones,
Yeah.
We'll
good
have
luck.
to film,
But-
film a couple of days, film some days, and then go back and
Yeah.
upload.
But because each night we'll be back at not Kigali, but Kayambe. She can easily do it there. So, and the timing, what is it there anyway? It's, I think, 2 or 3 hours ahead. So it's not dramatic. But yeah.
We've done Facebook Live when we've been like
Have you
driving up to a remote area. Oh, one of the most amazing things you would see there in Ecuador is the roses.
Sorry, I keep inviting myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go to.
Hey, you're
Sometimes
part of it.
we drive up really, really high up, and then you look down over this valley and it looks like a shimmering giant lake, but it's not a lake. It's the light reflecting off all the greenhouses where they grow the most beautiful roses in the world. And you'll be driving along past these greenhouses and you can just smell them. And then there'll be times you'll be going down the road and there'll be a giant truck in front of you, and it's just filled with roses of every color that they're taking to the market. It's amazing. They have just the most beautiful roses in the world there, because they have like just the ultimate perfect growing conditions to grow roses.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, right on the equator, so
Yeah.
they get that even sun. And because it's we were never under 11,000 feet, so it's you're on the equator, and it's like 65 Fahrenheit. And some of the villages we go to are so high. I take altitude pills, and
I was
just
going to
because.
ask you how you fare in it.
Yeah, I'm okay, except yeah, when we're really high, like every step is like another one. Oh my
Yeah.
God, we got to walk another step. But uh it's just the right climate. And it's one of the largest rose, I guess, exporters in the world is Ecuador. So
Yeah.
odd. And then you go from there, 5-hour drive, and you're at sea level in the Amazon jungle, like the basin, which is so cool. So
And it's sweltering hot.
yeah.
Like just sweltering hot. When we're up in Cayambe, up in the mountainous regions, you're freezing to death sometimes. And then when you're driving down to go down to the Amazon, it's like you can actually feel the temperature changing as you're driving along. Next thing you'll see jackets coming off, hoodies coming off, people taking their pants off and putting shorts on. It's like, it's crazy by the time you get down there. And it's just sweltering hot.
We're getting food poisoning and
Yeah.
enjoying it. Yeah.
Puking all
Have you
over.
had food poisoning there?
Got it
Oh
from
my
the
God.
Hilton Hotel.
Well, so before we went to the Amazon, we came from all this remote stuff where people cooked for us in their own little personal, wood stoves and all that stuff, and ate everything. And I was like telling the guys, and Carol's been going there for years, and myself for a few, that I'm gonna probably catch something. And we're like, nah. So we stayed one night at the Quito Hilton, and everybody else said, they were gonna just grab a quick muffin or something. I said, no way, man, I'm going to have a real breakfast.
I had a real Canadian breakfast tonight.
Yeah. It was like 60 some bucks for Carol and I each. It was ridiculous, but it was a buffet, and there was this giant tower of sausages. And I normally don't eat, like breakfast sausages. And so I grabbed them at the top. And my rule in life is when you chew it and you go, that's kind of funky. I should have known. And I was like, that's not good. And then we had a 6-hour drive to the Amazon basin, and
On a winding road.
it was going all over. So it was like every few minutes, I think you're going to need to pull over here, buddy. So, and they're all laughing, taking pictures of me and stuff. But
How was that breakfast you had over there, Rob?
yeah,
I felt bad for you.
but yeah, that was like wild. But
And John gave you some, I can't remember which.
Cipro. So this is in your nose and throat. He says, you're not feeling good, take a Cipro
Yeah.
flax and like that. And he has like thousands, right? And so
He pops those things
Top
like
one.
he's
we're
like,
up in this remote village and he's eating guinea pig and we're all looking at
they're
him.
fed. They brought guinea pig for these guys to eat, like cooked guinea pig. Oh my God.
So he's the only one that eats it. And then I'll just pop a Cipro, he says.
Wow.
We're all looking at him like, no way, man, we're not eating that.
But yeah,
They're like, give it to the kids.
Do you get cicadas where you are?
in Edmonton,
Yeah.
no, never heard a cicada in my life until I've been to the US. We hear nothing. Not even crickets. There's no crickets at night here. It's just no.
Don't have some?
There might be somewhere, but when's the last time you heard
Frogs.
Yeah, frogs will hear,
Lots of frogs.
but no crickets, no raccoons, no cicadas, which I've been hearing it's crazy for you guys. So
I haven't heard it yet, but what did I read today? Is it if you're diabetic, don't eat crickets?
yay,
Ew, I'm gonna eat them anyway. Yeah.
that ain't gonna happen. I'm a anti-bug guy, so
He does not have bugs of any kind.
spiders I'll save all day, but bugs are like, yeah, I don't think so, because the mosquitoes and everything up here, right? But
I would take the cicadas, I think, over what's happening in Australia with, I don't know if you've seen anything about the mice.
Yeah.
The issue. People are putting their bed legs in buckets of water to keep the mice from climbing into the beds and biting them at night.
there's your cricket thing. It works.
That's actually
That's
11 hours, 11 minutes, and 12 seconds of cricket sounds.
Oh my gosh.
I just saw it on YouTube. Yeah, I read about the mice thing. I don't know about that.
I would lose my mind.
There might be somewhere, but
Oops, sorry. That's Rob Morocco. Well, I don't want to keep you guys. I know that it's been a big day for Rob. And when are you getting your second shot?
On the 11th.
Hell, that's
The
right.
11th of March, yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I won't bother you on the 12th. But what I would like to ask is, I would love for the two of you to come on sometime and tell us your story.
About me and her when we met.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, that's for when
Yeah.
we're traveling somewhere
Okay.
and we're all drunk.
So we had the entire room in Ecuador. Everybody, we had a few doctors and anesthesiologists. They're all like staring at us like with jaws dropped and said, seriously? There's a story of stories. So
All right.
it was definitely a love-hate relationship, I
Yeah.
think, kind of thing. So.
But it all ended well.
All right. Well, I'm happy that you're here and you're together and that you have a gorgeous daughter and it's her birthday on Friday. But definitely, I'd love to see her and at least sing to her quickly.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure she would love that.
All right. Well, you guys have a beautiful night. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Carol.
Too.
You're
you.
such absolute gifts to this planet, you guys. Really.
Okay.
Thank you. So are you.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm honored. Take care, everybody. You need more clapping than that.
Great night, everyone.
Not enough. Feel better, Rob. Kids, it is 12:07 in the Midwest. It's 9:07 in the West Coast. And I'm going to go hang out with my friends and I think Mama Grace, I love you. I'll see you soon. Everybody else, I love you. I'll see you when I see you. And Sunday morning, brunch at the Blue Wing. Sunday night, dinner at the Blue Wing. And Mama Grace's birthday and birth night. But tomorrow morning, Armando Ortega. Tomorrow night, display and share. You got to display and share and you want to come on, let me know. Saturday morning, one more Saturday morning, Jeff Metzger. He's going to have some fun stuff to report. Go Seahawks. Saturday night, one more Saturday night, Gary Lambert. Sunday morning, bathtub baby. Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, boom. Baby. Sunday night, birthday party, Mama Grace. Monday morning, meandering. Monday night, meditation. Tuesday morning, we chill. Tuesday night, Dr. Andrew Rada. Wednesday morning, Patty, Macon, and Bacon. Wednesday night, cookies and cocktails with Shauna. Thursday morning, Blanche at the ranch. And Thursday night, I don't know. Blanche might have to come back that night too. We'll see what's going on. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on
11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11
Delilah.
gonna call right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Oh, you're gonna call right now.
Stay safe, stay healthy, be nice. Creative thoughts. Curable words. And a courageous heart. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Good night. Love hard. Really, really.